Amaranth Orchid. I saw the post. She did a little post about the invitation for the training, and she said, there's going to be Gediminas, a trainer. There's going to be Irina, big earner, and she wrote Sarah Mash, Amaranth Star. So you see, she's not playing with the Orchid Club anymore. In her head, she's already a star, and that's what we want for her. That's where we want to see her. So let me open up a microphone to Sarah Mash, who's going to share some great tips and advice with you today. Hey, Sarah.
Thanks, Gediminas. Hi, everybody. Thanks for letting me come on the call. Okay, so I'm going to do some training today on what I do when we first introduce somebody into our business. Because what Gediminas has talked you through for the past hour is really how to get people into your business. And that's one of the most important things to do. But once we get somebody into our business, it's about keeping them in our business, okay? So we want to have a high retention rate, because unless you show your team a system of how they can make money, literally within like the first hour or day of joining your team, they're not going to stay around, are they? Because the one and only thing that motivates the majority of us is firstly money and being able to support ourselves financially. So let's show our team how to make money, right? I put some slides together and I've devised a system that my team are using and they're smashing their volume right now because of this. And we call it the 7-day social selling system. So I'm going to try and find my slides amongst a million other pictures I've got on my phone. So just give me one. Oh, that was lucky. I found them straight away. So we call this the 7-day social selling system. So if this is your first week in the business, this is a great time for you to start adopting this strategy. If you have been in the business for longer and you are a leader, I would suggest you nick these slides, screenshot these slides, ask Gediminas, Irina, you're applying for these slides, and start using them and teaching your team this system. So it's called the 7-day social selling system, and it's about how to build your business on Facebook. But before we start to build a business on Facebook, you need to understand the algorithms of Facebook and how it works. So basically, when first and foremost, just remember Facebook is a business. They're there to make money, and the way they make money is by pulling in huge advertising campaigns from all the big massive companies. And they only do that because Facebook is a platform where people continuously want to come onto and look at people's pictures, look at people's content, etc., etc. So Facebook needs to make sure that the content that we're all sharing on its platform is good content. So it has a way of monitoring whether a post that you put on Facebook is a good post or not. And if they don't see it as an exciting post, as good content, as an issue that somebody wants to look at, or a picture that somebody wants to look at or comment on, they won't let more than 5% of your friends on Facebook actually see that content. So basically, when you first put a post on your Facebook page, only 5% of your friends will see that post. Facebook then monitors how popular that post will be for an hour. And if they see that there's lots of engagement on that post, they'll allow more people to see that post and they'll push it to the top of the Facebook news feeds. This is called algorithms, okay? So we devised a system amongst our team of how to manipulate this. When you put a post on your Facebook page, you need to make sure that you're working together as a team, and perhaps you will have some kind of a system where one day, an evening, you're all going to put a post on Facebook and you support that post. So my team have a messenger group called a boosting room, and we're all in this messenger group, and every time we put a business related post on our Facebook page, and this is our personal profile, by the way, it's not a group's separate. I'm talking about our personal profile here. We share this into our messenger boosting group, and the team support each other. They comment on that post, they talk about that post, they talk about the business, they talk about that product. They don't pretend that they're customers wanting to buy that product, because we're not here to fool our Facebook audience and to, you know, in the long term, make you guys look silly because somebody sees you posting a product or a fragrance and one of your teammates say, oh, I want to buy that fragrance, and people know they're in your business already. So be authentic, be honest, okay, about the comments you're putting on this Facebook post. You need to get 10 comments within 1 hour. Each comment needs to be from a different person, and it needs to be 4 words or more, a like, an emoji, and for extra measure, shoving one of those GIFs or GIFs, is it? You know, those funny animated pictures you can put on Facebook. If you do that, guys, it will push it to the top of the Facebook news feeds, and you'll have organic growth. People, your real friends and family, will start to see that Facebook post, and over 90% of your friends will then be exposed to that image. So it's important you understand that. Okay, so what do we do in the first week of our business for our team, and why are we getting so much success? So I'm a great believer of personal branding, attraction marketing, and we really do that by creating curiosity on our Facebook page. Less is more. You know, sometimes the less you put on your Facebook page, but the better the quantity, the better the response you're going to get from your audience, okay? So this training that I'm going to do is to show you in your first week of the business, or your team members' first week of the business, how to create that curiosity. We want to generate leads in our business, okay? We want a reason to talk to people about our business. You know, we're network marketers. We network with people. We're not network spammers. We want to build up those friendships, okay? And the way to do that is by maximizing your sales by asking questions. So in the first 7 days of the business, we're going to sell our low-hanging fruit, which is our fragrances. I know that we sell over 800 products in our business, but when we first joined this business, the fragrances are what really catches people's attentions, okay? So what we're going to do for the first day is, instead of blasting our Facebook page with lots of products, letting our friends and family know that we've set up this new business, we're going to do another approach, because remember, we are appealing to our friends and family, and we really want to protect that friendship that we've got, because not everybody will want to buy your products, and not everybody will support your business. So it's a case of trying to weed out the people that don't want to support your business and nurture the ones that do. And we've found that asking this simple question on the first day of your business, what is your favorite perfume? Pop that on your Facebook page, tag some of your friends and your family that you believe would respond to that question, and then send this question into your boosting room that you've set up with your team members, and ask your team members to say Gucci Rush, Chanel, Creed, you know, whatever fragrances you like. When this happens and you get those 10 comments, you're going to get a lot of your friends and family not quite knowing what you're doing, quite curious why you're asking this question, and they'll start to comment. This is lead generation, okay? So now what you do is you respond to these people on your Facebook page, but then you take it to a private conversation and you message those people privately. You talk to them about your new business, you tell them what you're doing, you explain why our fragrances are so amazing, the source of where they come from, why we're able to produce them so cheaply, and you give them a price list. This is how you convert those answers into sales. That's the first one that you do. Step number 2 is, it's not all about working on social media, I know, and there's so many other social apps that we can use. WhatsApp is one of them, but you can also do this on your messenger. So you can create a group message, a messenger group or a WhatsApp group. You add all your friends and family to this group that you know will support your business. You know there's going to be some people that won't support your business, but you know, your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, your best friend, whoever you work with, people that you think will buy your fragrances in the first week, add them to this group, explain to them what you're doing, put some nice pictures in of the products and give them a price list. We've had some great results from this, and once again, any of these people that purchase products from you, you can then make sure they're on your Facebook page so that you can in future add them to your customer groups, etc., etc. So once again, we're just talking about what we're doing. We're not bombarding our social media with lots of products and making our social media look like an eBay or an Amazon site, because that's not going to go down well. Okay, step 3. So I don't know about you guys, but smells in general remind me of memories of years gone by. You know, they really do. And in particular, so do perfumes. You know, I remember when, for anybody who remembers Exclamation, which I know that it was really popular in the UK. I used to buy that when I was like 12, 13. I used to go down to Boots and buy it. And whenever I see that or smell it now, it brings back so many memories. And I think that a lot of people associate perfumes to a certain time in their life, okay? So once again, I'm just trying to get into the psychology of people on Facebook and try to get those conversations going. And to start conversations, this is such a great post for you to pop on Facebook. So think about a fragrance that you wore years ago that you remember and you like, and it might be a bit old-fashioned now, a bit cheesy, a bit corny, but you know that if you pop a picture of this fragrance on your Facebook page, people are going to go, oh my God, I remember that fragrance. That's what I used to wear when I was at school, etc., etc. It starts conversations again, you know. So we're building up once again those leads, and we're building up reasons and excuses to talk to people. So once again, chat with them on your Facebook page. Share this to your boosting group. Get your teamies to comment as well. Let's get that up to 10 comments. And then you're going to start seeing organic people commenting on this post. Take it to a private conversation, show them the price list. You know the drills by now. Convert the leads into sales. That's step 3. Okay, step 4. So this is a really important one to get your team to do straight away, okay? So if you're new, first week in your business, make sure you get yourself a group going. Do a group, not a like page. Facebook is changing the way it works. It wants you to start creating more of a community feel on its platform. And one of the ways it's encouraging us to do this is from groups. Rumour has it that eventually the timeline as we know it and as it exists at the moment won't quite be in that format. So the sooner you start creating groups, and for this, and in particular for this week, a customer group, the better. Now, if you're a leader, and I know we've got lots of leaders on this call, it's in your interest to get your team member to start fast, okay? And I would advise you to use your group, your perfume group or your product group as a template for the rest of your team to copy. So that's what I do in the 4th day or the 4th step of the business. I add them to my group and I literally say, take all of my content, transfer it to your own group. Once you've got about 10 or 20 really nice posts in your group, you then add your team members. You don't add friends or family yet, add your team members. Once you've got all your team members in the group, get them to give it some love, comment on the pictures, talk about the products, etc., etc. So you've literally just created this like amazing group within an hour that it could take some people 3 or 4 months to create. And once you do that, you then add your friends and family in, okay? And when they come into this group, they're going to feel like, oh my God, like, what the hell's Kelly been doing for the past month? She's got this great perfume group going on, you know, and it just edifies what you're doing. So get yourselves into these groups and make sure that you make this a priority for your team to do it. So that's step 4. And actually, just going back to groups as well, I actually do more training on how to build up a customer group. You know, so if you do get these groups done, I'm quite happy to come back on and do another training call on then how to grow a customer group from 0 to 500 people within a month. I've got some team members that grow it as much as having 12 to 1,300 people in a month. Imagine having that many potential customers to sell your products to. It's insane. Okay, so step 5 or day 5 is a raffle. Now, I just want to make something clear with the way that I teach my team and the strategies that I put into place. You know, they're not right for everybody, but they're right for me. And that's why I've just been congratulated for being an amaranth, and I've got lots of team members hitting 21%. You know, this works for us. Not everybody is a fan of raffles. And I will make it clear that also Facebook are not fans of raffles. But my team seem to do really well doing the raffle. So you can do a raffle if you like. If you choose not to, that's your choice. But I'm quite happy to share a raffle template if you wish to do the raffle. So raffles are great for introducing your product to your friends and family on your Facebook page. So let's say, for example, we have got a Pure Royal, which in the UK retails for 24 quid, okay? Now, if we do a raffle and we give our friends and family an opportunity to buy 24 numbers, 1 to 24, all at £1 each, you potentially got 24 new customers that's going to buy a raffle ticket from you. When you post a pet template on your Facebook page, also put a picture of one of our products next to it, because obviously being visual really helps, and sell those numbers. Every time you sell a number, you tag that customer into your post. So now, straight away, you've now got your raffle, but your beautiful picture of your fragrance sitting on 24 people's pages. It's a way of just getting your product out there on Facebook without it looking like you're trying to sell the product. So we find this really useful. The great thing about this as well is you only get one winner, so you get 23 losers. Okay, that's 23 potential customers within your 5th day of the business that you can now follow up with and let them know about all of the other fragrances that you sell, and perhaps offer them a discount because they didn't win the raffle. Okay, so great ways to get some sales and to drive volume. Right, okay, so on your 6th day, or step 6, I say step or day 6 because some people like to move faster. Some do this over 7 days. Some people do it over, they do 2 steps a day. So you decide how fast you want to go. But by this stage, you will have customers if you follow this system. Even if you've got 2 or 3 customers, you've made some sales, right? You need to thank your customers for this. You know, it's so important to be grateful for your customers, and let's take advantage of this and put it on our Facebook page so we can promote our products. So let's say one of your friends buys 472. We know what it's compared to, right? So get a nice picture together. Pop a post on your Facebook page to say, thanks, Rebecca, for your order. It's on its way to you, but tag that person in it. So now that post and that really nice picture of Creed and 472 is now sitting on somebody else's Facebook page. And if they've got 500 friends or 1,000 friends, guess what? You've now got nearly 500 or 1,000 potential customers. Of course, they're not all going to buy from you, but what if 1 or 2 people do every time you do this referral post, okay? And with that compound effect, you're then going to just start getting a snowball of customers that you then add to your customer group that you created in step 4. So that's how you start to not just make money, but retain your customers, okay? Right, so this leads us to, excuse me, the 7th day, and probably the most important step of your business, particularly if you want to team build, okay? So, you know, success likes speed. So you guys need to move fast on this, especially because our business is growing at such an incredible rate. There are other people out there offering this opportunity to other people. Chances are some of your prospects or potential team members have already been prospected by somebody else. So the quicker you start doing this, and the quicker you start teaching your team to do it as a habit, the better for you. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about recruiting, but my pet hate is asking somebody to join my team, okay? Because this isn't about you. This business is about helping other people to achieve what you've achieved. And if you look at the mindset and perception of others, if you ask people on your profiles and your Facebook pages to join your team, they automatically think, why am I going to help Sarah reach the top of the conversation? organisation plan. And why do I want to help Sarah win that trip to the Maldives? Or why do I want to help Sarah win that car? You know, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But if you recruit because you want to help people, I can assure you, you're going to have a much better rate of return on your recruitment strategy. So what we do is we recruit through attracting people into our business, about our lifestyle, about what this business has done for us, how it's changed our life, how it's changing our lives, you know, what you've achieved from this business and what you want to achieve from this business in the future, you know, your goals and where you see yourself. That really interests people and it really excites people. So in the first week of your business, if we helped you make 10 sales, okay, and in theory, if we help you to sell 10 perfumes, you're going to hit your first promotion in the first week. Like, that's something to hugely celebrate. You know, the ones that hit the 3% are my pets, my star pets in my organisation for that month, because it's a huge thing. So let's celebrate that and let's congratulate our new bees on hitting that promotion. But for you, and if you're the one hitting those promotions, talk about what that's done for you in that first week. Have you been able to buy yourself a new pair of shoes? Have you been able to go out and have lunch with the mums at school? Usually you have to cop out of it because you can't afford to. Have you been able to do a date night with your husband and for once say, my treat this time? You know, take some pictures, put them on your Facebook pages, share what you're doing, share the love, share it to the boosting group for your teammates to say, wow, this looks amazing, love those shoes, where did you go, what cinema did you go to, what film did you watch, etc, etc. And people will start to comment on that, and once again, it's lead generation. Talk to them about what you're doing and explain about the business. So here's some ideas of how you can do that on your Facebook page. So, oh my God, just bought myself a new pair of shoes with the money I've made selling fragrances. People that don't quite know what you're doing will think, what fragrances? What shoes? What's she doing? You know, another one, love my new dress. A little treat for myself after making money last week selling fragrances. Message me if you want to join. So once again, just creating that curiosity and trying to give you a reason to speak to people. So if you do this, if you help your team members do that and they recruit, you literally then just go back to step one and get them back in the business again. So then you're having that, you're repeating, you're duplicating the system, and that's how your team will grow. So on that note, I'm going to stop sharing my slides and open it back up to Gediminas, and I hope you guys got value from it.
Awesome training, Sarah. Incredible as always. Thank you so much. Fantastic. So let me